Salam alaikum. Happy New Year. So, guys, welcome back to Giggles and Bubbles. I'm sorry we tuliweka on hold for some time. We were trying to figure out where we can get a better studio. And finally, we found one to call Tao Status Studio. Oh, Happy New Year.
Happy New
Happy New Year.
everybody.
But sasa tulikuwa nani jana Happy New Year. Oh, si nyinyi
Tulikuwa
Happy
na
New
mi
Year.
wapi?
Happy New Year, everyone. Karibuni. I don't know what we are going to talk about today because we have a lot of things that we want to share or we'd like to share, but Tracy atatuambia tunaanza nini. My names are Mildred Aliviza Agoya.
Oh, Nancy.
Tracy.
Nice to be back, by the way. It's been a while.
I'm
happy to be
Nakafutu.
here. Tracy?
I'm also happy to be here. I had missed this.
Same.
I had missed this.
Actually,
Did you miss
Kupewa
this?
memo ya shorts.
Great
Watu wamevaa
minds.
shorts.
Great minds. Think alike.
It was random. It was random, guys.
So mi yangu si great.
You're looking good.
Unakaa fiti tu.
Mm.
Haya. So guys, since mwaka ishaanza and everything, like imekuwaje? Like how do you feel? Like imewanziaje?
Yo! Wacheni nianze.
Imekuanziaje mwaka?
Mwaka imeanza vizuri. Yes.
Okay.
Be honest.
No, by then my year has started on a very challenging note. Laughters, tears, but it's good I had people around me that walikuwa wananihug kila siku, but the year is awesome. So far things are turning out to be amazing. Nimejifunza kupaka makeup.
Congratulations.
Nimenunua kitabu ya kusoma this time round, naenda kusoma ya ukweli. Pendelee.
Nancy, and you, how's the year so far?
Can't complain. Imepoa. Just been having a few challenges getting back to routine. I actually wanted to change my routine kidogo, and it's been hectic, but I'm doing it. I'm trying a few new things here and there. Ziki actualize, I'll let you guys know.
Okay.
But for now, I'm gonna keep them a secret. 2024 is good so far. Yeah.
Okay, good. Good to hear. Mefanya new things. Manza with a bang. For second month, ushaanza kupaka makeup. So guys, mi yangu though the year imeanza slow, but iko tu sawa. Cannot complain. I'm happy in the Lord's.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
Amen to that.
So guys, so hii wiki imekuwa wiki ya Valentine. Mlifanyiwa nini? Ama everyday is Valentine.
I can buy my...
You got a gift. What do you mean you can buy yourself flowers?
I'm just singing.
Nancy, ulifanya ama ulifanyiwa ama
Literally
ulifanyiana?
nothing.
Ukufanyiana? Ukufanyiwa?
I'm very single. Nafanyiwa wapi?
Okay, so what did you do on that day?
I went to work like a normal person. I went to work. Got a few happy Valentines and just one M-Pesa. Yeah, that was it. Just one M-Pesa and that was it.
Okay.
Oh, I got a rose from my sister. Did I buy? I bought someone a gift. Or my sister a gift.
That's good side. Millie, and you? What happened? Ulifanyiana?
Of course nilifanyiana kitu.
What did you do?
Kitu ya wasichana.
To our podcast. How was your Valentine?
Socks. Na other amongst other things. Yangu ilikuwa chilled. Nilienda job as usual. Ilikuwa busy. Jioni nika meet up na our friends. We went for a date. Tukakunywa hapo mabubbles. Tukakunywa champagne.
I saw.
Yeah, you saw? Oh, I posted there.
Yes.
Tukakunywa hapo, tukabaiana 2 flowers and stuff. It was cute. Ilikuwa Valentine's. Yeah.
Mbona mtu haja mention Ash Wednesday?
Mtu mgani?
Any one of you?
I'm not a Catholic, so
Me, I'm Catholic, but sikuenda. Mi nilikuwa. I didn't go. Sina explanation, bro. Yeah.
I'm not a Catholic, so what does do Ash Wednesday in
So, now this being a new and stuff, nataka tuongelele like our personal growth and developments that tumeplan for the year. Yes. So ya kwanza nataka like mtu ambie unaona venye nansia nikata shamaliza topic kisha soma vitabu
I have so many things, bro.
But sisi amesema atuambie.
So like nataka mniambie what are your plans like in terms of self improvement, like learning new skill, pursue education, like pursuing healthier habits, like what are the intentions you've set for the year? Yeah.
Kwenda gym. Like I want to be very consistent, and there's a body I'm targeting.
Hey.
What? There's a body I'm targeting by the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, I'll be there.
Mm-hmm.
I also want to eat at home more. Like I want to cook more.
Mm-hmm.
I've also been trying to carry food to work. Did you notice? Yeah, I've been carrying food a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly don't enjoy food outside, especially when at work, in town and stuff.
Oh, yenye mnapikiwa
Unless you want to
office.
buy, like, good food is a bit expensive. Obviously, read more, 2 books every month.
Mhm.
One self-help book, another like a novel or something, a
Mhm.
fiction book. What else? I want to go back to school.
Mhm.
Yeah, those are the 3 major things.
Mhm.
Zingine sisemi.
Ni sawa hizo utatushock.
Yep.
My dear sister in Christ, what are you what
Mhm.
So mimi
Mhm.
niache. Have you ever been into that situation whereby you have a lot of things that you've planned out for the entire year,
Mhm.
like your goals, aspirations, and all that, and then something happens
Mhm.
and it fucks up all your
Oh, yeah.
plans? So I was in not fucks them up in a negative way, but in a kufanya una restructure.
Oh, the plans you had set.
Yeah.
Mhm.
For example, if nitapeana example gani? Let's say you are planning to do things in terms of self-development, maybe
Gym.
uende gym, maybe kama we ni mlezi kama mimi utaka kwenda let's say lipo,
Mhm.
and then you find out you're pregnant.
Mm.
See, all your goals and needs zitabadilika. I'm not saying
Mm.
I'm pregnant, I'm just saying such a situation whereby you had different plans and then something happens in the course of the beginning of the month, different things,
Mhm.
personal, health wise, and all that,
Mhm.
and then they change your all your plans and goals. So
Strategize.
so inabidi una strategize. So I'm in the re-strategizing phase, but some of the things nilikuwa nimesema, as I told you guys, I had planned to try and be consistent in reading. I'm not reading 2 books or 3 books like Nancy a month, but at least nisome a few books a year in the entire year. And then nilikuwa nimepanga ku take these short courses. I've started one on lead generation and BDR or B2B sales. So nikimaliza hiyo I'll figure out something else to do, but I wanted to also kuingia in the direction of coding IT taxis atanifundisha vitu hapa among other things, and just try to, the main thing that I'm focusing on is try to be happy, try to be healthy, and take care of my babies.
Okay. That's good.
Plans zingine zikikuja nitawaambia.
Okay.
Also, you can always change your
strategize.
goals, by the way, but whichever time of year it is. Hata kama ni December, you can change. So, you know, this is not working for me anymore. I'm going to change. And reading, I'm going to hold you accountable, and I'm serious.
I will read.
I will hold. How many books do you want to read?
Sina target ngojeni hata
Why
nimalize
not
hata
target?
moja.
To keep Nani on toes.
Probably
Even if
one
it's
a
2
month.
books a year.
Okay, 1 in 2 months.
That's doable.
Yeah,
So long
depends
as you're
if it's
consistent.
Sasa huyu ati na depend pages ngapi?
Okay, sawa. So so Nancy, since you mentioned
Wewe plans zako ni gani?
unajua me just wing. Nini yangu inakuanga we make plans and God laughs. Because you see when Emilia amesema like you might want to do, like you might want this year to go a certain way. Hiyo ni yako wewe umejiseti, unasema okay, this is what I'll do, this is what I'll do. And then huku kwingine God yako na plans zake na wewe. So mimi nakwanga, yes, there's some things like ni goals ni set, like nafaa kufanya hii. But at the back of my mind najua maybe plans zenye mimi niko nazo si zenye God ako nazo. But mimi nakwanga nisema
Tracy ako very skeptical kwa sababu even hiyo Bible unasema venye tu nasema God anakuanga na his own plans. But the same if you go to the Bible utapata knock and the door shall be opened for you, ask and it shall be given. If you have something in mind,
sina umesikia, wait listen, nimesema niko na goals already nisha set.
Ziseme
But yangu ni stakangi kunini inaitwa like ile kujipea pressure. You get
how can you not give yourself pressure? Are you going to achieve the goals?
Sasa wewe na unaharibu. Sasa aliniambia na hiyo kitu by the way, that is what I've been following.
It's the universe pressure by the way.
No, me don't pressure. Nilijipata like there's a point nilikuwa najipatia pressure like inani affect me personally, my well-being. So this year nimekuwa ile to let it flow. Like when itakuja ikam either good or bad. Ikuje tu like wacha tu flow. Like staki kujipea pressure mostly. Pressure ya gym. Ya gym na inajipatia. So scared. Like pressure. Unaona ile time like gym is positive pressure. Like ile nikienda, yes nitaenda, but ile sasa ati nitaanza feel guilty. No, hata consistent. Like ile me personally ni ule mse like let's say I do something and then nikose ku come through, like nitajinini sana, like ile
utajiblame.
Now my inner voice inakuanga so critical, that is why nimesema like hii mwaka bacha iflow.
Very easy. But I want to correct you. Gym is not pressure.
Gym is pressure.
Let me tell you.
Kukimbia ukijua tu at the end of this mguu zinaenda.
Let me tell you guys, because I do this. Once you create that, once you establish that consistency, it is not hard. Na venye umesema, you have to like go easy on yourself. Like kama jana, I miss gym and it was okay because nilikuwa nishafanya my 3 sessions of the week. Those are my minimum. Nikisha achieve 3, it does not matter. I can go to 4 or 5, I can ama naeza chase 3. So like unakuwa na goals zako, unakuwa na target. Once you achieve your target, you can go easy as you want. And the other week I was actually sick, so I didn't go to the gym
at all.
Yeah, nilienda to once, which is understandable. So it's not pressure, it's all about consistency for me.
Watu wanataka kujifunza about being consistent. DM Nancy.
Ni kwa gym tu niko consistent bro. I'm also struggling in another areas.
So since tuko hiyo nini story ya health and fitness and stuff. So Nancy, since wewe ndio gym buff kwa group,
I just go to the gym.
Mtu wa mjengo.
So how would you like tuambie sasa sisi, unaona hivyo venye unasema consistency, like how did you get to do that? Like ni strategies gani unaweza tuambia sisi wenye tunataka kuanza? Like what do we do?
In general,
kwa nini? No, tunaenda step by step. Say tuko kwa gym. Like in terms of health and wellness.
Okay, I'm going to
talk mental health.
Okay. When I started, any habit, if you want to like establish consistency, start small. Day 1 utasema, you know what, let me just go to the gym. Do hata kama it's a 5-minute workout and then you can do that for 3 a week for the first like 2 weeks, and then you go ukiongeza your workouts, ukiongeza your time, so that your brain and your body can get used to that and then be able to establish consistency. That is how I did it, and it took me about 3 months to actually be like consistent, and then utafika mahali you backslide kidogo. Sasa hapo unajipea pressure, you know what, I have to go. So for me, because I don't like wasting my money, nilikuwa nalipa, my gym membership goes for every 3 months, because I know I've paid money and I don't want my money to go to waste, so I'll just wake up and go. I wish the times were better, because I usually go at 5 a.m. sababu ya kazi
job,
sababu ya job, but I'd comment kama if you have time from like 7 to 8, 1 hour is enough, 45 minutes, 1 hour is enough for you to just work out. So just start small, hata kama it's twice a week for like a month, alafu uende kama unaongeza your time, your consistency and the workouts that you're doing.
Kuna kitu umemention ati you told yourself ushalipa, you don't want your money to go to waste. How did you convince it? Because mimi nimelipa gym ka 3.
I think sasa hapo ni
not at once,
ni discipline.
Like pia discipline, willpower now.
Unaanza kwenda and then una give up katikati. Unajiambia si nilishalipa, you are like
ulienda gym mara ngapi before wacha, to be honest?
Be honest. Almost, actually it was almost 2 months.
Consistently.
Sasa hiyo wewe ndio uliacha.
No, shida ilikuwa nilikuwa nimeamua like kujiskuma kabisa venye nasema like,
Oh, actually not
when
a
I got
problem.
sick.
I know why you didn't go.
So when I got sick na nikakuja nikarelax, nikaambiwa I should take about, was it 3 months or 6 months before I do any heavy exercise. Na hivyo ndo nika give up.
Maybe you need to take a break, body yako ina reset tena.
Lakini shida ya gym ni, imagine you are doing something you know you are going to hurt so badly but you're still doing it.
So mnasemanga nini watu wa gym? Mnakuwaga na quotes zenyu, feel the burn ama what?
Okay, can I be honest? Sometimes you can enjoy that pain kidogo.
For
real.
I was never meant to enjoy pain.
For you, I think you got a bad trainer. Tuanzia hapo alikuwa anakupea very hard exercises.
Si mimi nimesema.
For long. So uliniambia ulikuwa na for more than an hour and you're a beginner. That is extreme. That is extreme for a beginner. That's extreme. Trainer wako angekuwa na understand, you know what, she's new, so anakupea.
Oh yeah, like ile ni kama
you have to
really focus
you have to start small.
Okay, mimi nilianza
walikuanzisha level ya Nancy
maybe I think the first few months nilikuwa nafanyanga.
Uliingia ukaanza kupewa weights,
not day one but within the first week,
but najua that is nini.
No, within the first week tulikuwa tunafanya weights, like we were doing almost everything. I had started and I think that is when I had that health issue and then
okay, so still on health and well-being. So najua last year, early this year tumekapitia sote like vitu zimetuinia our mental health, like zimetu affect like especially last year. So nataka kujua like ni nini mmeplan kufanya differently in terms of well-being, like protecting your mental health and your mental space, ndio tusikuwe ile place tulikuwa last year na early this year. Like what mna plan kufanya nini? What are your plans?
Acha nianze. It's not about planning.
Ama mnafanya like yeah. It's about
but
what?
It's not really about planning, but it's about to prioritize. Mwenyewe, everything, a lot of things happen to everyone.
Mimi nataka ujiongelewe mwenyewe, acha kuongelea
kila mtu, like generally kila mtu anakuanga na pressures of life in one or another, and then you get to a point whereby things are overwhelming, whether it's personal, whether it's family, whether it's work. And I think last year si wote tumekapitia in all those aspects. Probably. Probably. And what I personally learned from such is angalia ni nini priority in your life. And I realized from my experience, priority is you as an individual or me as an individual, because ukiangalia, I don't know how to put this, but if you are not in a proper mental state, everything that falls behind will not be okay in one way or another. For instance, I don't know if ni juu niko na watu hii napenda kuweka in a family setup. For instance, if when a plant kanamea hivi and then you go kata hapo juu, most of the time depending on the plant says so kaput. Like it's just the same, like when you're not okay, whether it's physically, mentally or health wise, when you're not okay, when you're overwhelmed, when things are not going right and you're in a bad state, everything else falls back.
True.
Because at that point, like for me, sikuwa productive at work. I wasn't giving my babies like time. I wasn't giving my friends time. I was in a I was like in a nilikuwa kwa bubble lingine hapo hivyo, and I wasn't looking at me, I was looking at all these negative things that were happening, all these negative energies, instead of just, kuna mtu aliniambianga kitu tukiwa wadogo, it's all in the mind. Ni wewe sio tukiwa wadogo, a few years more than 5-6 years ago, kwanza hata tukiwa wagonjwa Tracy alikuwa ananiambia it's all in the mind.
Nafaa kuapply hiyo kitu. Asante kwa kunikumbusha.
And the moment you realize that and you change your perspective on things work. And what I discovered is, or what my plan is, the moment you put yourself, so what I realized or what I learned is the moment you put yourself first, everything else will flow. And when I'm saying put yourself first, I don't mean like hizi negative energy unaanza kujiprove right ama kujitetea ama what is the best word, like mtu amesema ulifanya hii unajaribu kukua defensive ama like kujitoa kwa issue instead of proving to people that you're a good person or you're not a bad person or you didn't do this or ziache zikae because it already has been said or it already has been done. Think about wewe. Are you happy in a situation that you are in? No, because of all this negative energy. How can you prevent yourself from getting all this negative energy, or how can you prevent yourself from those negative energy or all those things that are affecting you? How can you prevent your mental or yourself from being affected by that? And the first thing you think about is focusing on yourself and how you're going to be happy.
True.
And the moment you focus on yourself na useme okay, zisha semwa ama zisha happen ama it's already ongoing, but ni sawa, hazitaisha. The stress, the pressure, it won't be like itaisha hivi, but itakuwa, there are things that will come, but it's just for you to put a shield and say ni about me.
Yeah.
And when you say it's all about you, that is when your perspective and direction start to change. Because I told myself, hey, I've realized that si focus kazini because of things that I don't have control over. So I will control what I can control, and whatever I can't control, detachana nayo and pay no attention to it. And then you realize.
Can I say something? Sorry. Hiyo part umesema ya control, being huyu anatakanga kila kitu iende venye anataka. That's so big of you. Like kwa leo vitu
exactly, like that's so
that is unapenda kila kitu hivi.
And I realized it works positively both and negatively, because mi ni ule mtu na wanasemanga ni first born, so whatever.
Oh yeah.
I'm like a parent to my siblings, so napendanga nikisema vitu ziende one way, that is the way they go, and most of the time nakuanga disappointed when they don't go my way. But I came to realize there are things that I can control, and there are things like Tracy, if you say shit about me, I can't control that.
I can't say shit about
I'm just saying, Nancy, if you like do something that you know it's gonna hurt me in one way or another, I can't control anything about that. So that is when I realized kila mtu ako na opinion, kila mtu ako na akili yake, kila mtu ako na kitovu yake. We are not sharing any of that. So that is what I've been telling her. By the way, that I've always been telling myself, kila mtu ako na kitovu yake, wachaneni na kila mtu afanye vitu zake. So I told myself, like, focus on yourself, because number one, job how perform. Number two,
I didn't know that.
Familiar, you didn't realize? Familiar, like, you've neglected your farm from the top person to the little person. So nikasema, the only way this is going to be okay is if I'm okay. And that is when I was like, let me work on myself. Hizi zengine hakuna mtu nashare naye kitovu. And that is when, like, I changed. And when you do that and people realize, oh shit, she does not give a fuck about us anymore, that is when they also change their strategy on how to attack. But when I realize ni kama uko na shield, you don't really care. And when you do that, that is when everything else start to flow, and then unaanza strategize on what you should focus on and what you should just.
Okay.
So number one, jiangalia akili yako. Juu ukichizi, watakupeleka hosi, madhare na waachane nawe huko, yet they are the reasons or the hata job, watakufuta kazi, wakureplace immediately, na wewe ndio utakuwa. So make sure your well-being and your happiness and your mental state iko sawa in the first place. If you need someone to talk to, inbox yangu iko wazi. I don't know kama na make sense, but yeah.
Nancy, and you? What are your plans?
My plans?
Yeah, for your mental health. Like, what are you going to do differently from what you did last year?
Avoid overthinking at all costs, and just not stay in my head.
Stay in bed?
In my head.
Or in your head?
In my head, because not your life in habit. Not in my head. So, like, other than just spending time in my head, just like planning stuff ama thinking of stuff that I can't change. When Emilia amesema, go out there and make stuff happen. Ama do something productive with my life. Also, journaling. Kama niko na any hard feelings ama anything that I want to let out, I journal. Talk to people. Do I ever talk to you? I talk to you. I do. Okay, talk things out. Yeah. And if I need help, I will ask for help. And gym helps a lot. Yeah.
Okay.
Na venye amesema focus on myself.
I tried that thing. It work.
It works.
It work.
It's an outlet for your brain. It's like a brain dump for your thoughts.
Na dump feelings zako and something.
Ama nimekumbuka kitu msema alifanya.
Jaribu kusema kitu ujinga.
Sema kwani iko.
Ama aliniandikia paragraph. Aliniandikia composition.
Mbona kunitumia paragraph?
Niacheni.
Kulituma.
Energy. Tumesema energy.
Kuna protect.
So like journal, Nancy mentioned that thing and I was like, yes.
It works.
Actually I tried and I was like, nasikia kutusi. And I come to this guys, like, where do I unleash this anger? And then I come to your inbox and say, nasiku nilitusi Tracy. Akazile za bro. Because she didn't know what I was like, acha tu ikae hapo, acha tu nitoe. Ni sawa. If you feel like you need to answer.
Imagine mimi ndo nakwambia nini?
Sasa hebu mtusi, like you just vent it.
Sasa unaambia mtu in advance.
Sinatulia tu sasa utadu.
So after that ndio naambia I was going through this and I just needed to let some steam off and inbox yako ndo nilipata.
Nilikuwa nimesahau kitu moja. Avoid alcohol at all costs.
By the way.
Honestly, because alcohol like it can make you depressed a little bit sometimes. So I avoid alcohol. So far, so good. We're in February and we're doing well.
Dry January, dry February. End of it.
Yep.
Okay.
Nangoja kusikia kama yeye anaweza.
No, I mean just minimize unless it's
avoid.
It's
an avoidiana. Si kampuni itaanguka. Hiyo BL.
Oh, when umeshikilia BL.
So, wait, that was a fun fact, guys.
How about depression? What do you think about depression?
Depression is real, man.
Some of that.
Kwani uamini kuna depression? Like depression is real. Why?
Are you depressed?
Me? The last time I was depressed ni after tuliacha kuishi na Millie. Yeah, that period was so bad. Why? So, for me, last year sema unajua venye nilikuwa na party. So nilikaa last year
you're not alone. It's
last
all
year,
of us.
So last year I don't know, like I was going through something and I didn't know. So venye ile time tulienda Karura nini sasa ile una reflect like because tulienda mwaka ikianza. So unaenda kukaa hiyo venye mnasema ku be one in nature tererere so man haya basi so ili unakaa like you reflect on the past year, the things you did, hivyo vitu ulipitia, what part did you play in allowing ama enabling certain things to happen to you. So nikikuwa hiyo space ndio nikakaa nikajiambia shit, all that partying ilikuwa like it was kama ka escape or something. Yeah.
Oh, your escape is yeah.
Kama na
escape tunatumia sisi wote.
Like last year, Jesus. So so
what were you escaping?
I don't know. School went and same when therapist wangu.
Uwezi jua?
No, listen. So nika realize kuna some things za job, of course, farm, personal life, like hizo vitu zote zilikuwa zinakuja, alafu zilikuja unaonanga vitu zilikuja once, so nashindwa so unaona ukiambia mili yako na zake mingi ana kushinda zako. Ukiambia Nancy pia kona zake ana deal na mi unajua sipendi kushare kwanza, especially umenikujia ushaanza alafu mimi nitakusikiza but deep down pia mimi najua nakapitia but no najambia sasa nikimwambia akiui sasa na yesi afona nzake So tutasaidiana aje. So nilikuwa na a lot of like vitu ziko tu ndani national orientazi. Nikaanza therapy. Si mnakumbuka ndianza ile online therapy ikaangu to shite.
Sorry brother.
And yeah. Hiyo nikaanza therapy. Mkiona nini like niliamua kuenda therapy because I was kapitiaing it. Yeah. So what I'm planning, what my plan is in mwaka. Ya kwanza wacha vitu ziflow. Hivyo like bio story ya control nini. And then in terms of nitasema aje? Tuseme kama farm, friends and everything, like I learn how to create boundaries. Like as much me personality yangu inafunga like niliambiwa I have a savior mentality, like ile nataka kusaidia kila mtu, like nataka kuwa Jesus for everyone. And then when it comes to a point yenye mimi ndo nataka assistance, you don't have like there's no one
kama you don't ask.
Also I don't ask because najembea usiwe kata kusema siwezi because uko na zako and then everyone comes to you. So kila mtu anaokonjea hivi and then sorry to cut you short, the problem or the disadvantage of that from experience is when everyone, friends, family, everyone comes to you with their own problems. They always wanaichukulianga ni kama you can't have problems. Exactly. So if you go to them like you have an issue, kuna siku nilijamba brother because ile za hakuna siku tai nipigie niulize tu how I ulinipigia kwanza hata ulinipigia. There is no single day any of you will come to me morning Mildred umeamkaje, how have you to me, how have you been, are you I am so pissed like everyone inakwanga nani amefanya hii nitumie pesa hii nani ni mgonjwa wakipigana. This has happened like every time is something negative or they need something or they want something and there is no now kisha provide. There's a time I said what I was ensuring they have everything they need every time so that nini watanipigia kuuliza piga the crowd no one ever called me for anything inafanga tu imeisha inatumana. But when I ensure that they have everything for a certain period of time, I'm not saying that I provide 100%, but I ensured wako safe. Nilikuwa na expect hata mmoja tu. Sasa unaendelea. Ushanga sana. So they never expect that you will be in a position where you also live.
So did that change? Did you talk to them?
I told them to fuck off.
No, I mean the family and they other check on
them. Maybe I asked and one of them felt like I'm offending them. They were like, I saw bus. But like kila mtu akaikipea. So real sorry. Nakwambia savior mentality. Tunakuwa Jesus for everyone. So for me hapo ndo nikaamua once mtu ashani like sunaona ile like the person when you lenza like I started opening actual. Alafu sasa tulikuwa tuna hang out sana so anaona phone calls napata nini like tulika in the same space sana hadi akaona like what is happening. So nafahamu by the way I've observed this and this and this. I do need to do it. Just so after that sasa ndo nikaanza no by the way nafanyanga hivi so kitu kingine ni ukishaanza kuset hizo boundaries kwanza siona kasiriki. Wait,
imagine it doesn't matter. Si unasema don't give up, unafanya hiyo don't give.
But sasa kuna watu you can't, as much as you try to don't give a fuck, you just found yourself giving that fuck. Like sasa tuseme kama farm example. As much as utakaa ngumu useme mimi situmi sifanyi, they will not die. Sifanyi. But at the end of the day like I think pia ni personality mse. Okay, sasa shit and it's also my responsibility. Sasa nisipodu nani atadu? Unajipata tu umeenda up kuifanya. So ya kwanza ni hiyo like to set boundaries like na kila mtu hata na nyingi by the way. So say like the thing na like I'm planning to nata nishaanza. Like msanipigia like if he was in the middle of something. Kumbuka kitu. Tamaliza.
Alafu ndo
tamaliza. Alafu in the middle of something. Shut up. Tamaliza and then ndio I call ama I respond to that text ama I respond to that email.
Hey, you were taking a lot. Mimi, if I'm not good, sishiki simu yangu tu.
No, mimi nilikuwa
Napenda discipline ya Nancy though.
naitramba.
Like if I'm not okay, I'll just hata simu yangu itakuwa either in the bedroom ama sito and I'm not there.
Nancy. Nancy. Let's say mimi ni best yake and then unikosea. Na nimwambie afeel yenyewe whatever Tracy amefanya is not good. I won't expect Nancy to si unamjua hajui. So to expect your friendship is just kawaida going on vizuri. Nancy doesn't know how to hide. Kwanza utaiona tu na so discipline ya Nancy ndio inanibamba cause hata jiforce kufanya ama kukua what she's not.
That is how we're supposed to live. No, but I had to learn that.
Oh, you okay.
Like I had to teach myself.
So utapitia pia wewe
bro. Kuna mtu hajakapitia hii Kenya. I'm very sure.
So since the story about boundaries and everything. Nataka kuingililia, najua mimi na Nancy last year kaka topic na kaingilia kwa tulikapitia good one.
I know.
Sasa ushajua ni gani?
Sijui vile nimesikia tu kuingililia. Tracy akimention hiyo word na kuanga ni kuchokoza mtu na mtu kuanga mimi ndio maana nimesha.
Lakini wewe huko.
Oh, thank you.
It's me and her.
Uni hata tunaongea tu telepathically hata before niseme ni nini. Yo whatever ku set boundaries and all. Inafikanga point yenye hata ujui what to do, how to set. Like ikifikia tuseme your significant other Mildred, mina Nancy ikifikia our situationships and all. Like how we said
meaning zenye ni situationships lakini yangu niko na significant
kwa nini uongo?
Continue.
So nataka kujua from especially wewe. Ni nini?
Continue.
Especially simona nimalize. Especially wewe since uko kwa a long term commitment. Nataka kujua like kama as a couple. Nilikuwa naona TikTok like couple wanatengeneza vision boards like of what they want to achieve like you as a couple, is it something that mli do
up to kuitengeneza visual board?
No, like sasa kama uko na vitu mna plan, like ni strategy gani una plan kuweka like to spice up your relationship even alafu Nancy for me and you like nataka wewe uniambie
I changed.
Ngoja kwanza.
Nataka uniambie mnaweza kukopi like unaweza kuwa na word of wisdom hapo umeplan utuambie like what do you plan to do differently?
Really kwanza swali.
Amenichanganya.
No, like what do you plan to do like in your relationships to keep them going, to spice them, your long-term relationships specifically?
Since end wako kwa a long-term relationship. Like mnakaanga
like what tips can you give out there? It's okay.
Relationship must
good Dr. Love.
Ati what was the question tena? What were you asking?
Like unaona where you were last year when you were so like kuna vitu mlikuwa mmeset zenye mnataka kuachieve. Kama this year pia mmepanga the same things, ni strategy gani mnataka kutumia? Sema example ni to go to more vacations, spend quality time together. So kama hizo.
Okay.
Kuna mnazi juu.
And meaning you are meant for a relationship.
I am.
In terms of planning and goals and results zingine, mostly si ukaa chini tunajiuliza, so what do we do or what should we do next? And then we call them projects, even if it's not like an actual project, but we call them projects. So tunasema okay, project ya this year tunataka tufanye A, B, C, and then we have bigger ones and then we have tiny ones. Bigger ones involve vitu kama, let's say something like building or buying land or property. I'm not saying we are rich to buy properties and all that, but I'm just saying. So, and then to small ones. So, medium-sized ones. It's like family vacations, because like family vacation, tukona toy. So, definitely, utaenda vacation ya kutumia 50,000 for a 1 week, 3 days vacation. So, it's something that is going to cost quite a good amount of money. So, those are midi vacations, and then we say, okay, this is what we are targeting, and then we break them down into smaller pieces. How do we start? How do we And one thing I learned from, let's say, kitu kama last year but one, is when you're setting a goal, and I'm smiling because it's something that I didn't expect will work, but it actually worked for me, is it might be a very huge goal, lakini kwa kichwa ni kubwa. Una feel guy nitaachieve aje, but the tricky part or the secret or the thing that you're supposed to do is start. The moment you start, for instance, kujenga, like building a house, you'll think, okay, mtu atakuletea, architect atakuletea quotation like you need like let's say 3 to 8 million or whatever amount. Utaona kwanza sharks, utaona guy, hii pesa yote 1.5 2.5 3 million or 10 or 15 depending on how your pocket is. It's too much money. How do I get that? So I told him, let's start. And then ilikuwa napata ka 50k, you buy one thing, get ka 10k, you throw there, you get, so you start. The moment you start, utakuwa unaona whatever you've started and you're like, chaningangane. And that is how, like, the moment you start, the small steps zina lead to bigger really. You don't need to have like a lump sum to do, even purchasing property in places kama shacks, shamba. You don't need that unaenda mna negotiate, unaambiwa this land is 2 million and you're like, okay, so let me look for 2 million nikuje ni I'll have my land, everything. Look for 2 million to pay and then itafute pesa za kina lawyer and everything, and I come no. Realize the shacks. Unaweza buy shamba na 50,000. Like, okay, to make an agreement, let me give you 15k. And then someone will be like, watoto wamefukuzwa shule, can I have, let's say, 20,000?
But mnaandikiana mahali.
Yeah, definitely. Kuna transactions za M-Pesa, and then you are like, okay, so umesema you need 50k or you need 10k from it to be deducted kwa balance yako. At the end of the day, kama mlikuwa mmeagree kulipishana in a year, you come and realize in 6 months you've already finished doing that. So the secret is, regardless of the size of the project, work at the first step, and then you don't need to make big steps. Just kamoja kadogo. And then, yeah. And then in terms of relationships, it's not like I have a perfect relationship. Like on ups and downs and all that, but one major thing that I realized helps in terms of situationships or relationships or moving situationships.
What?
I'm looking just looking at this or moving situationships into a relationship. The main thing is communication. The way you communicate will determine if there is trust in that relationship or there is no trust. So communication and accepting and being ready to work, because it's not like maji utachukua weke kwa mdomo na iteremke. No, it's like food. You can't just take solid food and then umeze na iende peacefully. Lazima you chew it. Kuna zengine you chew mpaka jozi kwe chungu. Kuna zengine you chew kidogo and then you swallow. So just put your mental ready to make it work or to work on it, because kuna ups, kuna downs. How are you going to deal with them? One thing me personally, kindly people don't judge, I don't like is when my man stays out like the entire night, because the question people will say
entire night,
yeah, kitu kama hiyo, people will start questioning, alikuwa na nani, alikuwa anafanya nini, alikuwa na hanya. Those things are there. But the main things that always bug me is ako safe, amewekewa mchele, stuff kama hizo, amepata accident, alikuwa amekunywa, so unaona ako vitu kama hizo, ako hai, so most men think that when women wanakuja to them with such questions or wakikasirika when they don't come back early, they think it's because anataka kujua nilikuwa na hanya, sikuwa na hanya, nilikuwa na nani. It's
pause kidogo.
Suppose
sinataka kukuchangia.
Unataka kunichokoza.
I swear sikuchukuzi babe.
Mchangia hata mimi nataka kuchangia.
So unaona venye we mili yako nayo ya kuuliza last year in one of many situationships, nini ilikuwa, me I don't ask.
No, you don't ask.
Like me I don't like when. So hadi saa mimi kafika point mjamani ndio anaanza kwani ujali kinifanya.
Honestly, I wouldn't have.
Like ati ujali kitu niko I do.
Let me tell you one thing.
I think because I think the reason Nancy and I we don't ask me because like hakuna commitment like
Exactly, and that is what I wanted to say. If you know this is the person you want to spend the rest of your life with, you don't have to ask every minute uko. No, ikifika kitu kama let's say 10, haja communicate, you're like hey uko safe.
10
around 10 hapo hivyo uko
10. That's too early.
mapema bado class inacheza R&B
Ana.
like utakuja home ni 10. Normally
weekend ama kama ni work day is fine
because on normal day whether weekend or whatever the day that you're coming to by 7 inakwanga kwa nyumba. So this time round by 10:30 hauko kwa nyumba, I'll be like hey uko poa, and then you tell me nimeenda out. I'll be like okay sawa. And that is it. Sitakuuliza tena mpaka maybe like 4 ama 3.
na phone calls.
Hata si phone call, itakuwa tu ni text hey I hope uko sawa kule uko. The only thing I need you to tell me niko sawa, niko na so and so, just in case anything happens you know where to start. Nilikuwa na hizo, nilikuwa na Nancy, nilikuwa na Tracy, so I know where to start.
Hizo ni nani? Ningetoka tu vizuri. Sasa kwa tunajua
Aizo kwani mnaendanga wapi na
There's a time a friend of mine who was just newly wedded in Kisumu. Ali kujiwa tu na simu 3 days later jana bwanake ameenda police station ameripoti akaambiwa wangu sijui how many hours ipite. And then in that process akarealize kumbe the boyfriend walikuwa wameenda out na beshte yake and they got an accident na ako hospitalized and hakujua and hakujua ako na nani. So if you knew alikuwa na nani ungekimbia polisi first. You could call whoever unajua ako na mtu alikuwa na fulani. Okay, how can I get in touch with them? So it's men wanafikirianga ni kuwafuata tunawafuata, but it's just knowing. So as I was saying, one of the things that I hate ni like if you come home very late without communication. So we sat down and we're like hata mi nahitaji girls time, hata mi nahitaji men's time. So you communicate and you find a balance to it. Okay, spendi ukikuja 4 am but mi nakwanga na mabeshte, and then you come you say okay wacha basi tuieke 3 am and then you come to an agreement, a mutual agreement, communication and mutual agreement, and then focusing on each other. And then the most important thing, wewe uko na kitovu yako, I will repeat. So you two people are very different from very different backgrounds, nililelewa tofauti. You are coming together to make something. So don't expect your ways should be his ways and he should not expect his ways should be your ways. Unafaa mpate katikati, ni kama coffee na milk. Solid, hii ni powder, hii ni liquid. They work separately, they work very well, but together they can mix very well. So na find balance, that is communication. The problem sijongi kunyamaza.
Mimi I'm tired of situationships.
So ready?
No,
relationship.
No, actually no. Like I think wherever I am right now, niko at a state of equilibrium. Like you'll find
Kuna balance
everywhere. Because I realize situationships they actually waste a lot of your time,
True.
your money, your resources.
Amen.
So like there's no need. Kama there's nothing meaningful there, just don't do it unless you want to do it. So I personally got tired, and in mwaka I'm just focusing on creating meaningful friendships. If relationships comes out of hizo friendships, fine. If it doesn't, I'm still okay. Yeah.
What do you think about marriage and children?
If people want to have children and marriages, you go ahead and have them. For me, it's something that I think about, but I'm not ready for yet. So I'm still a child.
And children.
And Tracy, you and your situationships.
So for me, so me sir, in terms of situationships, pia mimi nimeamua mwaka wa kuforce.
Una first situationship.
No, I'm kidding. That was on a later note. But sir, me, I don't know.
You just let things flow when you mess up.
Ikifikia hapo kwa relationship na whatever situationship, like nime cut off kadha. Like ile unaona hii ingine hivyo. So shut up. So for me,
Kuna swali.
Uliza.
Cut off situationships. Kwani alikuwa na situationship?
Kwangi na moja. Kwangi moja.
Okay, shut up.
Hata ukienda market kutafuta fulani, si unaangalia.
Like so inaitwaje? So for me, this year ni kukuwa more intentional. Intentional with my friends, kina nyinyi sasa, like intentional with, and yet what?
She doesn't text me.
Tracy.
Yeah, I will improve on that, Nancy.
Me too, by the way, I know I also have.
I will improve on that. Unataka kumtext? Oh.
Mimi namtexting.
So, mimi nitani like yangu ni kuwa more intentional in terms of friendship, like anything that I do. Tukiamua commit, like alafu ingine ni ku respect time ya watu as much as leo nimechelewa guys.
Alafu na
nini unacheka bro?
Alafu
ingine yenye nilikuwa na struggle sana nao last year ni time keeping, by the way. Najua leo sisi wote tumechelewa. Kwenda huko ulichelewa.
Aizo, nimechelewa.
Nakuchelewa.
Thank you.
Okay, sawa.
Niliongoja for 1 hour.
But me, I told you yesterday I'll be late.
Me, but nilitext kwa group nikisema I'll be late.
Me too.
So, group. Nilitext na Nancy akarespond pia.
Alitext.
Yeah, we both texted.
So hiyo ni like to respect time yenu tukisema tuna meet at this time. I really try. Nitajaribu kukuanga on time. That's one. And then number 2, to do like a lot of wholesome activities with you and my other set of groups. Si kila saa kwenda Kavali. Like hiyo ndo tunaspendingi Kavali as much as atujibayangi. Hatukuwa tunajibaia. Kwani sisi warembo guys.
Mimi najibayanga.
So like hiyo ndo tulikuwa tunaka like tunaspend huko, tunaweza enda like an wholesome activity. Tuende, niliona kuna hidden gem huko Karen, watu wanaenda ni pottery, like mnaenda mnatengeneza tu vase nini hivyo. Tunaenda huko Limuru, tunafundishwa kupika coffee, like very very wholesome activities. Kuna activities ziko huko ya watoto, unaweza tunaenda na wao wanashika kondoo, like kuna vitu mingi za kudu, like there are a lot of activities.
Nalipa pesa kupea mtoto ashike kondoo na kuna kompyuta hapo.
Imagine kuna kwa watu Jona kondoo.
By the way, like in touch with nature. It's actually very effective.
Ati anaitanga punda ng'ombe.
It's okay, she's a baby.
So ni hivyo, like to do wholesome activities. But hata last year I didn't travel a lot. Like na nilirealize pia that was one of the things pia sikufanya last year nilifanya. Unajua mimi nikikuwa nje, like nikikuwa new place inafanya tu na think better. So nilikuwa napenda, like I love traveling. So that is something nataka ku take up on this year. Yeah. Okay. And with that, tuko na game. Guys, niko na game. So nataka hata niwaambie hapa, najua it's a surprise. Nataka kwa kila segment ama kwa kila episode
ni game inaangalia penye mtu ni smart.
Hapo ngoja usikize. Hata sijaanza kuexplain. Take it slow.
I am.
Haya, so nataka kwa kila episode each one of us atakuwa na come up na game yenye si hatujui, atuambiani na like utatuambia in advance. So unakuja like tushamaliza the topic, tunaanza like na aka game. Okay. Tunaendelea like tuna conclude na ka game.
I is ready.
Iko sawa?
Yeah, I'm ready.
So ni prepare leo. Ni ile alphabet, sijui venye inaitwa though.
But you already explained, so we can just no.
Unafurahi tu kwa roho. So hii game ni ya alphabet. Unaona letter zote za alphabet tuna mention. Kama ni A, naanzisha like tunataka story flow. Na each one of you ana first letter. Kama mimi nimesema A,
yangu ni B.
Yako ni B, yako ni C, yangu ni D hivyo. Na story flow.
Also
Then-
unasema sentence.
Unatunga sentensi kulingana with the first
Swahili, English ama mix?
English. English is better. So
Wale
na inafaa kukua mbiu.
Okay, no, who starts?
Aya. Nansi utaanza?
Nope.
Mili?
No.
Mwenye game ndo anaanza.
Okay, sawa. Angels in the sky?
Be careful of what you say.
I already said it.
Tuanza tena.
Angels in the sky.
Beautiful when you look at them.
I can That's nataka kusema I cannot even. Start again, Sorini. Anza.
Angels in the sky.
Beautiful when you look at them.
Call it a night.
Dude, what?
Everything is possible.
F.
Fuck it.
What?
Fuck it.
God's watching.
Have love in your heart because yes, God is watching.
Incredible, isn't it?
Enjoy us. Well, hii game I flew.
Tunafaa to make story flow. Tusianze na angels. Tuanze vizuri. Okay, let's start.
A very good morning.
Kianguka.
Kuanguka je?
Like
No, ni fun. Hakuna, it's not a competition. Ni game to
no, it's not competition, but tunaanza upya ama we just
tunaendelea tunacheka. Okay. A very good morning.
Beautiful skies.
Clouds are amazing.
E.
No, ni D.
A, B, C. Siwe sasa ndo D.
Umesema D ama T?
D.
Unani confuse Mildred.
A, B, C. Ndio uko next D.
Oh, don't you dare.
Everything is about me.
For sure. Gladly.
How have you been? That is not even a story. Houses on top of
I can say overthink.
Hii story I flow.
Girls top of the tables dancing.
Tushafika G.
Sinansi ni G.
H.
Yeah. House music playing in the backgrounds.
In the evening when the sun just sets down. J.
I don't have a J.
Jump, jog.
Jumping and dancing. Nishasema dancing.
Endelea tu, jumping and dancing to everything.
Jumping around the fire. What? Imepotea.
Ndio?
Guys, to cancel.
Prepare the last try.
Sure.
Hii game ni ngumu. Just
Si ngumu. Si ngumu, ni si tuna overthink.
Overthink, let it flow. Ama tufanya Kiswahili ndo mtako. Lakini Kiswahili.
Tutaanguka.
Okay. Hata tujiprepare and then tukuje tufanye.
Tufanye.
Kuprepare.
Tufanye.
Mi sifanyi. But itanishinda tena, like honestly.
Miliacha, ona venye una
Ni kama,
overthink.
si overthink, ni kama zinaitwangaje improv, si ndo? Ni kama improv.
Mi sijaifanya improv.
Hata msijai. So you just say whatever comes in your head. It doesn't need to flow. Just throw a word or two or a sentence with the first letter. So A, B, C, D, E. Mimi najua niko na
Ona sasa una overthink. Kwani ushaanza kuplan.
hivyo A, B, C, D hivyo.
Yeah.
Guys,
Let's
time
give it the
imeisha.
last try.
Ayanza.
Mimi ndo naanza. A very lovely morning, the sun is shining.
Beautiful children playing in the playgrounds. Cheza.
Kwani tunacheza wawili?
Sinansi msema.
Clouds are looking amazing and gorgeous.
Darlings and dots and dresses on the wire line.
Easter holidays is here.
Follow your heart.
Follow the Lord during Easter holidays.
God is always great, and that is why you should follow the Lord.
Hamburgers burning. The background.
Having a good time eating hamburgers.
Aye. In the living room watching TV.
Just kidding. The hamburgers were not burning.
Okay.
Kneeling down and praying. Kneeling down and praying from the heartburn I got from the hamburgers.
Leave it to the doctors to treat it.
Man, those medicines.
No, they were good.
Of course they were good. P.
Piritons.
Please don't start. Of course, they were Puritans.
Q. Queens and kings even they also take Puritans.
Resting my behind off.
Yes.
Sitting and watching while you're resting.
Talk to my hand. You.
UV lights beaming from washing the teeth.
Very brightly.
What are you guys saying? X.
Xavier.
You didn't mean that.
Zippers on the bags were broken.
Okay, you guys did it. You guys did it.
Hey.
Okay, that was hard. That was hard.
Practice.
Yeah.
Practice. No, next time try.
Takuja na game. Malizia segment.
Oh.
Hatuko heri.
Tumejaribu kucheza game. English is hard, my people.
We've tried.
We have tried. Hata nilikuwa nafikiria X itakuwa ngumu na Y. But zimekuwa rahisi and Q. So you guys can start such a story like the first comment can be with an A and then tuendelee to flow. We see what we can create on our comments in the name of that game.
Be nice, by the way.
Yeah. So let's.
Emma, they suggest a game for us.
Yeah, you can suggest a game for us, or you can also start playing that game in the comment section. The first comment anze na A, mwingine afuate na B, and let's see what story we can create. And for that, I want to say thank you for joining us on this episode. It's been a while, and I'm glad we have done this, and see you in the next one. And as always, your support is very, very, very needed, very much needed, and it's appreciated. Kwaheri ya kuonana, and we hope you have a bubbly and giggly day.
Toodles.